like for me, the only time I have to myself is before she goes to work and after she comes home from work. We live very busy freaking lives, all right? We're very busy
I
people.
set my alarm at 4:30 to get up because I have to get myself ready. That's my only quiet time. Put on a podcast. I have a cup of coffee. I do my makeup. I get ready,
Did
and
you
then
say you have to put on a podcast?
I listen to a podcast.
Oh, podcast. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah,
I thought something else for some
and
reason, but what you said makes sense.
I put on a podcast because I don't want them to hear. So I put my earpods on, and I get ready, and I get the Valentina's uniform ready for the morning. I make her lunch, so that those like that hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, depending how early I get up. That's my only alone time, and then it's like a firecracker exploded, and I'm doing everything for everybody.
Yeah, I want to give you guys an idea real quick. My wife, she gets up early. Sometimes she'll bring Valentina to school and then come back home, finish getting ready, right? Because a lot of times I get up, I start my day early and whatnot. But I just want to I want to walk you guys through a typical day of what I go through in a day, right? So to give you an idea for all the dads out there, right, that have kids or take care of the kids part-time, full-time, sometimes all the time, whatever it is, okay?
What?
Let me walk you guys through a typical day, right? All right. I get up 5 a.m., right? I try my hardest to get up 5 a.m. I get up, I start my day, right? Whether it doesn't like whether I'm out there with rideshare, whether I'm out there with listing items, whatever I'm doing, I'm starting my day. I get up at 5 a.m. I start at 6, right? Now, say my wife has to be in work at 10:30. She usually leaves about 9:30. So that means I have from 6 to
I
9:30 to
yeah.
make as much money as I possibly can. Sometimes she has to be in work later, sometimes early, it just depends on her day. Okay? So
I
we'll just use this as an example. From 6 to 9:30, I have to maximize that time to do the activity that's going to generate the most income in that time frame. That's how my mind is working, right? Even if it's not immediate income, right? What's going to generate that income? Okay. All right. So now I come home, 9:30. Wife is ready. She's getting finishing up. She leaves. Okay. Valentina's in school. I get Gabby. So I get Gabby, and I'll go and start editing videos, maybe recording some videos, start working that way. Now, a couple hours later, now it's lunchtime. I got to make lunch for Gabby. I make lunch for Gabby. I eat lunch. I'm trying to edit while I'm eating lunch. Now it's 1 o'clock. Now I gotta go. So now I gotta go pick up my daughter. And a lot of times I take my computer with me because I'm waiting in that car line for 45 minutes to an hour. And I'm editing videos in the car line, right? So now from 12 o'clock until I get home, I only have a little bit of time for editing because I can't just use my computer while I'm driving on the road, right? So now I pick up my daughter. I get home. It's like 2:45. So now I'm like, okay, cool. You start doing your homework, right? She wants to relax, have a snack. They want to have a snack. She starts doing her homework. She needs help with her homework, so I got to help her with her homework, right? So now I only get like an hour now to try to do some kind of work, right? But guess what? Ding, ding, ding. It's dinner time, and Eleni's not home yet because Eleni's at work and she doesn't get out until 6:30. So now I'm like, okay, now we're gonna do for dinner. Like tonight, we got pizza. We got a large pizza from this place around the corner, which is really good, and we got a pizza, whatever, no problem. Brought the pizza home. But now when we talk about a work aspect, I've really worked from 6 to 9:30. I've got an hour before 12. I've got an hour before dinner, right? And now we eat dinner. And then as I try to get some kind of work, they want snacks and other stuff. So now, mommy comes home. Mommy comes home. The kids, mommy, right? She's home. She wants to relax and all that stuff, right? So now she's home. And now say it's like 7 o'clock, right? Okay. So now from 7 o'clock on, I have to think in my morning mentality. I have to think, what can I do right now that's going to generate the most income for my time, right? Is it rideshare? Is it a Friday, Saturday night? Am I going to go bang out $300 in like 4 hours, right? Or am I gonna do something else? Am I gonna go to Target? Am I gonna go to Walmart? Am I gonna buy products? Am I gonna do something? Guys, I have so many rideshare videos that I haven't even released yet that I want to show you guys, similar to the one I released. It's a crazy business. And So now say I go the route of rideshare. So now I go out, if I go out till 10, 11 o'clock, right? Now that's taking a risk. Am I going to make any amount of money, right? Usually during the week, it's no, right? So say if it's the weekend, okay. So the weekend, you make good money because you can take up XL rides. You're banging out 30, 40, $50 a fucking trip. You're banging it out, right? And now you're out for a couple hours. You've made a few $100s in one night for a few hours. And you're like, shit, okay, cool. But now you go the other route, right? You go to Target, you go to Walmart, you buy items, right? And you sell those items. That's not instant income to come in, right? But it's for future income. But can you make more money doing that than instant gratification, right? So these are decisions I have to make every single day, right? So say I come home now, I stop work 11, 12 o'clock. Well, guess what? I'm fucking tired and I want to go to bed, right? Before I used to stay up 1, 2, 3 in the morning, editing videos, getting it done at night. Now I'm tired because I've been up since 5 and I've had to deal with trying to run my business. I've had to deal with trying to figure out on a daily basis what is going to be the most maximum amount of, where can I utilize my time to maximize the greatest return, right? What are the activities that I can do on that? Somebody asked if I still sell on Amazon. I do still sell on Amazon. Very little on Amazon. I do sell on Mercari. Mercari's been picking up really well. I've been really trying to shift and focus my energy into different places, and I can go on that on a different video, which I plan to do on what's happening with Amazon and why I've been kind of selling on there, but kind of steering away a little bit. But I mean, I'll probably never stop selling on Amazon, but it's definitely not to the level that it was. But that's my day, right? Now, if you go back to when I worked at the bank, I would wake up at 5, I go to the job, I clock in, I deal with the bullshit, I clock out, I come home, and that's it. You're guaranteed X amount of money, and you make your paycheck, and that's all you make, right? You don't make any more than that amount of money. You can only make less if you call out, if you have maybe you don't have a sick day or something like that, whatever. You can only make less, right? But if you don't try and do what you have to do, then you make zero. So it's a very busy day. My day is a very hectic and busy day. So going back to the very beginning of this conversation when we talked about like dishes and shit, a lot of times it's not that I intentionally do not do certain activities. I don't do it because my mind is not trained to think that way. I don't think any guy's mind is trained to think that way.
No.
And quite frankly, a lot of guys that do stay home, that don't run business or that don't do business related activities and they're legit stay at home dads, those are the men that are trained to do that because that's all they have to fucking do. All they have to do when they're home is take care of the kid, clean the dishes, vacuum, wipe down shit. They don't have to do nothing else. My brain goes into this like this mode. If I owned a restaurant and went to that restaurant, did my work at that restaurant, and then came home and had home life, then I would do the fucking dishes. But guess what? When I'm home, I don't have an office to go to. So my home life is my work life. And I give so much credit to the people that work from home and that try to do other businesses because you know what? I don't have an office to go to. I wish sometimes in the back of my head that I had an office to go to. And when I left that office, I could turn off the business. But it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop.